Hey everyone, so in this video, I wanted to do another credit card comparison by looking at the Amex Platinum Card versus the Chase Sapphire Reserve because these seem to be two of the most popular premium travel credit cards out there. So I'll quickly go over what each of these cards is going to offer in terms of current welcome bonuses, annual fees, points earning categories, credits, benefits, and other features as well. But most importantly, at the end of this video, we'll go over a few generalized scenarios for who should get one, both, or neither of these credit cards because hopefully by going over a few of these common scenarios, anyone that's watching this will be able to understand whether or not they should apply for these credit cards. So with all that said, make sure to go ahead and subscribe down below to help support the channel. But let's get right into the video here by first looking at the Amex Platinum Card because this card seems to have had the most controversy over the past year. Now that controversy comes from the fact that over the summer of 2021, American Express decided to make a few changes and additions to the Amex Platinum Card, starting first with the annual fee, which they bumped up from $550 per year all the way up to $695 per year. And with an annual fee that high, I know that's going to be a deal breaker right off the bat for a lot of people watching this because for many people out there, paying that much for a credit card is just not worth the stress because then you have to worry about managing all the credits and benefits just to make sure that you're getting enough value to make the annual fee worth it. But for those of you that are still interested, here's an overview of what the Amex Platinum Card will offer. First, the current welcome bonus is anywhere from 100,000 to 125,000 membership rewards points after spending $6,000 on this card within the first 6 months of card membership. That's a huge offer right there, and I'll get into how exactly I value those points in just a minute here. In addition to the large lump sum amount of points that you'll receive, right now you can also get 10x points per dollar at restaurants worldwide and 10x points per dollar at US small businesses on up to $25,000 of spending during the first 6 months that you have the Amex Platinum Card. Now that offer can actually go all the way up to 15x points per dollar at restaurants worldwide and US small businesses if you apply through Resi. I will have that link down in the description below. It's not at all affiliated with me, but it is the highest welcome bonus offer out there for the Amex Platinum Card, so I figured I'd share it with you guys if you're interested in applying. Now the way that I value my membership rewards points as they're sitting in my American Express account is going to sound ultra conservative compared to other people out there, but I tend to say that my MR points are worth 1 cent per point. However, with that said, there's going to be many ways that you can redeem those points, and the actual value that you get is going to really vary depending on how you use them. You can redeem those points as a statement credit at a value of 0.6 cents per point, but that is going to be one of the worst ways to use those points, and I never recommend that anyone does that. That would turn a 125,000 point welcome bonus with a lot of upside into only $750 as a statement credit. You can also use those points to book travel through the Amex travel portal, and doing that would allow you to get around 1 cent per point for flights and around 0.7 cents per point for hotels that you book through the portal. So that would make the 125,000 point welcome bonus worth somewhere between $875 and $1,250 towards those options. Or to get the most value, what I typically like to recommend to people is that they transfer out their MR points out to one of American Express's many great transfer partners, which I'll list on the screen right now. And by doing that, you can usually find ways to get around 1.5 cents per point conservatively or much higher, really just depending on what type of travel you're looking to book. I really want to make a video in the near future showing an example of me transferring out my MR points to one of those travel partners to show you how to get higher redemption values, kind of similar to what I did with another video that I made the other week where I transferred out my Chase points to Hyatt and then got around 4 cents per point for that redemption. So make sure to go ahead and subscribe down below to see future videos just like that. Now additionally, there's going to be some other ways that you can use those membership rewards points to redeem them for maybe shopping online at Amazon or other things like that, but typically those are going to get you less than 1 cent per point in value, and I always like to stay away from anything that gets me less than 1 cent per point. There's even other versions of the Amex Platinum Card that I've talked about in some previous videos as well, like the Charles Schwab Amex Platinum, where you can transfer out your MR points at a value of 1.1 cents per point into a Schwab brokerage account, so that's another good option to look into as well. But we're really just focusing on the regular vanilla version of the Amex Platinum Card here in this comparison video. So next, let's go over some of the points earning categories, credits, and other benefits that this card has. For points, the Platinum Card is going to get 5x points per dollar on all flights that you book either directly with airlines or on AmexTravel.com, 5x points per dollar on all prepaid hotel bookings on AmexTravel.com, and then 1x points per dollar on all other purchases. The credits offered on the Amex Platinum Card are going to be a lot, so I really don't want to spend too much time here in this video going over all the details of them, but I will quickly list what they are and read through them. I've made a lot of other videos about the Amex Platinum Card here on my channel where I talk about those credits a lot more, so I'll list some of those videos on the screen right now and down in the description below if you're curious about learning more. First, there's a $200 hotel credit for use only with the fine hotels and resorts and the hotel collection through Amex, which are usually pretty pricey, so it's just an okay credit. Second, there's a $240 digital entertainment credit for use with the New York Times, SiriusXM, Peacock, and Audible, which I actually find pretty useful because I am an Audible subscriber. Next, there's a $155 Walmart Plus credit, followed by a $200 Uber credit, a $200 airline fee credit for various incidental fees only, and a $300 Equinox credit, which really isn't very useful for most people. Then the Amex Platinum has a $100 Saks Fifth Avenue credit, and I've made another video about that credit because I actually use it to make some money. And finally, there's a $179 Clear credit and a credit that covers the cost of either Global Entry or TSA PreCheck. For benefits, there's even more of these available on the Amex Platinum Card. Some of the popular benefits that I'll name here include Marriott Bonvoy Gold Elite status, Hilton Honors Gold status, no foreign transaction fees, a really nice cell phone protection benefit, as well as some very useful and helpful travel insurance related coverages. Of course, there's also airport lounge access on the Amex Platinum Card that is going to include access to the Amex Centurion lounges, Delta Sky Clubs, and Priority Pass lounges, just to name a few. Okay, next, let's move on to the Chase Sapphire Reserve and see what that credit card offers. That way we can really compare that card to the Amex Platinum and make a full recommendation of what card you should get by looking at a few different scenarios that might be relatable to you. So the Chase Sapphire Reserve has a $550 annual fee, which of course on paper is much less than the $695 annual fee on the Amex Platinum Card, but the annual fee of $550 might just be worth it when we look at the credits and benefits that the Reserve can offer you. So first, for the welcome bonus, the Sapphire Reserve is currently offering 50,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points after spending $4,000 on this card within the first 3 months of account opening. We'll value those points in just a minute here with an example, because even though it might sound like a much smaller welcome bonus compared to the Amex Platinum, it's still a pretty decent offer. Now with the Sapphire Reserve, you will get a few different things to give you value to help offset that annual fee, but unlike the Amex Platinum Card, you're not going to be getting nearly as much, so it is a little bit simpler to keep track of. So the Chase Sapphire Reserve gives cardholders a $300 annual travel credit that they can use across a very broad range of different travel categories. That way they can get reimbursed for different types of travel spending. Really, almost anything that you can think of related to travel is going to trigger that $300 credit. So that's going to include flights, hotels, trains, buses, parking garages, tolls, and a whole bunch of other things like that. And that can effectively lower your annual fee on the Sapphire Reserve from $550 per year down to just $250 per year, as long as you're using this card to pay for those things. But that's it right now for this card. In terms of credits, you're only getting that one $300 travel credit, which, like I said, is much simpler than the Amex Platinum Card, because a lot of people describe the Amex Platinum Card as just being this metal coupon book with all the different credits that it offers. However, the downside here is that since there's a $550 annual fee and only one $300 credit, you cannot truly fully offset the annual fee on the Chase Sapphire Reserve. But with the Amex Platinum, there's over $1,400 in annual credits and a $695 annual fee, so you can fully offset the annual fee on that card, and that's what some people out there, including myself, are able to do. So it's basically almost like it's free for us to hold that card. Now, I want to be careful when I say some of this stuff about the Amex Platinum Card, because for some people that have this card, they think that they're getting enough value from those credits to offset the annual fee, but really they're using those credits just because they have them, but they may not have otherwise paid for the services that those credits cover if they did not have the Platinum Card in the first place. So what I mean by that is, for example, let's take a look at the $15 monthly Uber credit that the Platinum Card offers. Now, if you're using that credit each month, then that's a good thing because you're not letting it go to waste and it's providing some value to you. But what you really have to ask yourself is this: would I have paid cash for that Uber ride or that Uber Eats service if I did not have the Platinum Card? And if the answer is no, then the Amex Platinum is really not providing as much value from that credit as you think it is. But anyway, back to the Chase Sapphire Reserve, and next, let's go over what the points earning categories are going to be for this credit card. So the Sapphire Reserve earns 10x points on prepaid dining booked through Chase Ultimate Rewards, 10x points on hotels and car rentals booked through the Chase portal, 5x points on flights booked through the Chase portal, 3x points on all other travel booked outside of the Chase portal, 3x points on dining at restaurants, including takeout and eligible delivery services, and then 1x points on all other purchases. But then the biggest feature on the Sapphire Reserve, in my opinion, is going to be the 50% point boost that you get when you take those points and you redeem them for travel through the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal. So back to that 50,000 point welcome bonus example, you could take those 50,000 points and then redeem them for cash back at a rate of 1 cent per point, which is the base redemption rate on this credit card, and that would give you $500 of cash back, or you could boost those points by 50% to get 1.5 cents per point in value when redeeming those points for travel through the Chase portal, and that would get you $750 of value towards travel. Now, when you consider the fact that you can actually combine your ultimate rewards points across other Chase credit cards like the no annual fee Chase Freedom Flex and the Chase Freedom Unlimited, you can really accumulate a ton of ultimate rewards points and then redeem them all at that 1.5 cent per point rate for travel through the portal. The Sapphire Reserve, along with those other two no annual fee Chase cards, is one version of the Chase Trifecta credit card setup, which is a credit card setup that I'm a big fan of and I like to recommend to many people. I've made plenty of other videos about it here on my channel if you want to go check those out, but that basically guarantees a floor value of 1.5 cents per point for all your Chase points that you earn across those three credit cards. Then, to take redeeming your points for travel to a whole different level, you could take advantage of another feature on the Sapphire Reserve, which lets you transfer out your ultimate rewards points at a 1-to-1 ratio to one of Chase's many great travel partners, which can allow you to get even more than 1.5 cents per point in value. This is a bit harder for me to explain here in this video, but I did make another video where I went through the full process of how I got nearly 4 cents per point by transferring out my Chase points into Hyatt points and then booking a 5-night, $3,400 hotel stay in Puerto Rico for only 87,000 points. So I really like the flexibility of Chase UR points because you could get 1 cent per point if you redeem for cash back, 1.5 cents per point if you use the 50% point boost on the Sapphire Reserve to book travel through the Chase portal, or you could get even as high as 4 cents per point if you transfer out those points to one of Chase's travel partners. So while I valued the MR points that the regular Amex Platinum earns at around 1 cent per point to 1.5 cents per point conservatively, I can guarantee the value of the Chase Sapphire Reserve's ultimate rewards points at 1.5 cents per point at a minimum, because that is a rate that's guaranteed by Chase when you redeem those points for travel through their portal. I know that many people out there are easily going to find ways to get more than 1 cent per point or more than 1.5 cents per point with their Amex MR points, but the big difference here, in my opinion, is that it's not guaranteed like it is with Chase and the UR points that the Sapphire Reserve is going to earn. Okay, then outside of all those benefits and features, the Chase Sapphire Reserve also comes with no foreign transaction fees, primary auto rental coverage, plenty of travel-related coverages, a global entry or TSA pre-check credit as well, and even now, lounge access to some of the new Chase Sapphire lounges and Priority Pass lounges. So overall, let's go over a few observations that I have before we get into the different scenarios to try to decide which card could be right for you. First, the Amex Platinum is a little bit more complicated to manage and keep track of all the credits and benefits that it has compared to the Chase Sapphire Reserve, which only has that one $300 travel credit, which is pretty easy to use and get value from each year. Second, the Sapphire Reserve is going to have more ways to earn points in everyday spending categories compared to the Amex Platinum. Outside of the 10x points or 15x points that you get on the Platinum card within the first 6 months at restaurants and small businesses, you're really only earning a higher points rate on flights and hotels with the Platinum card, and that's not really a reason to have to carry it in your wallet for everyday use unless you're actually traveling. Whereas with the Sapphire Reserve, not only do you earn points at a higher rate on flights, hotels, but you also earn points at a higher rate on many other different types of travel that's pretty broad. You also get 3x points on dining at restaurants, including takeout and delivery, so it's actually a better overall everyday type of card compared to the Amex Platinum. Third, the Platinum card can actually be a good standalone card because you may be able to get enough value from all the credits that it offers to fully offset the annual fee, but the same cannot be said about the Sapphire Reserve because there's only one $300 travel credit but a $550 annual fee, so you can only partially offset the annual fee on that card. In my opinion, for most people out there to get enough value out of the Sapphire Reserve, the no annual fee Freedom Flex and Freedom Unlimited are really must-haves. Okay, so with all that said, let's just go over a few quick scenarios for whether you should get one, both, or neither of these credit cards. If you find yourself traveling multiple times per year, you get enough value from all those credits on the Amex Platinum card, and you really like the flexibility of the Chase Ultimate Reward Point system, then it could be a good idea for you to get both of these cards. The credits and benefits that you get with the Amex Platinum make it worth paying the annual fee on that card, while the usage of the Chase Trifecta credit card setup allows you to accumulate and then redeem points with your Chase Sapphire Reserve, and it makes that annual fee worth it as well. If you still like to travel maybe a few times a year, but you don't want to pay the high annual fee of the Chase Sapphire Reserve because it's not giving you enough value in return, but the credits and benefits on the Amex Platinum card are going to outweigh the annual fee on that one, then I might recommend in that situation, you still get the Amex Platinum card because you're going to offset the annual fee with the credits and benefits, but then instead of getting the Sapphire Reserve, you could look to get the Chase Sapphire Preferred instead, which is the younger sibling sibling of the Sapphire Reserve because the Preferred only has a $95 annual fee but comes with a lot of the similar benefits. This is actually the situation that I'm in right now because I was able to justify the annual fee on the Amex Platinum Card, but I could not really justify the higher $550 annual fee on the Chase Sapphire Reserve. So instead, I got the $95 Chase Sapphire Preferred because it does give a lot of similar benefits like the one-to-one point transfer, along with a 25% point boost if I want to redeem those points through the Chase portal for travel. If you don't like high annual fee cards and you really just can't get enough value out of the Amex Platinum, then I'd recommend you just stay away from the Amex Platinum, and instead of the Sapphire Reserve, just go with the Sapphire Preferred for only $95 per year. If you say no to annual fee credit cards completely, then you might want to just focus on cashback credit cards, and there's plenty of great cards out there for cashback. I actually made another video recently where I explained the best cashback credit cards for 2022, which I'll link on the screen right now and down in the description below if you're curious about that. So overall, my final opinion about the Chase Sapphire Reserve and the Amex Platinum Card are that these two credit cards are not going to be for everyone. If you like to travel, then I'd recommend that you at least look at getting one of these credit cards because it should provide enough value to enhance your travel experience. Get the Sapphire Reserve if you want an easier credit card to manage that still can provide a lot of value, and if you plan to combine it with other Chase credit cards as well. Get the Amex Platinum Card if you truly can get enough value out of all the many credits and benefits that this credit card can offer, because while it is a lot to manage and keep track of, it can definitely be worth it to some people. If you want to learn more about the cheaper Chase Sapphire Preferred card for $95 per year, then go check out some other videos that I've made here on my channel, which I'll link on the screen right now. But that's it for this video. Let me know down in the comment section below what you think of these two credit cards. Do you prefer the Amex Platinum or the Chase Sapphire Reserve, or do you prefer both or neither of these cards? Let me know what you think and why. But as always, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.